This is the Riverhawk SportsNest podcast, talking all things NSU athletics. I'm Sean Solo.
And I'm Captain Morgan.
Brought to you by
NSU Athletics, Precision Consulting Group,
and DJ Sean Solo Entertainment. The Riverhawk SportsNest is a Rogue Radio Network production.
You can like, follow, share, and enjoy the show. You can listen to Riverhawk SportsNest on Spotify, Apple, and Amazon Music.
Are you hungry or want to hang out for a cold brew with your friends? Emery's Grill has a wide selection of amazing food and drinks for everyone.
Emery's Grill, the captain's favorite, is a proud sponsor of the Riverhawk SportsNest and a supporter of NSU Athletics. So make your way downtown to Emery's Grill, located on 407 North Muskogee Avenue.
Go Riverhawks! Let's do this.
Let's go.
Good evening. Hello, Emery's Grill. It is Monday night, episode 503 of the Riverhawk SportsNest podcast. I am Sean Solo.
And I am Captain Morgan.
We are at Emery's Grill here in downtown Tahlequah. We want to thank Emery's Grill for hosting our show during this season. Our show is recorded every Monday night at 6 o'clock. And, of course, we'd always like to encourage everyone to hang out and watch the show in person, which we've already got a crowd here, which is good. So you can always watch, or you can always catch the latest episodes on Spotify, Apple Podcast, and Amazon, or watch the episodes on the Rogue Radio Network YouTube channel. So be sure to follow, like, and subscribe. You can also find us on Instagram and Facebook at rh.sportsnest. So get on there. It helps us reach out to the Riverhawk Nation.
And the purpose of our show is to highlight NSU athletes and connect the program, the coaches, and our athletes to the alumni and to the community and their fans. So upcoming, we're going to have returning next week our new men's tennis coach, Tim McLane, will be coming back next week.
Same coach, new team.
Same coach, new team. He'll be coming with James Edley and Tomas
Aramburu.
There we go. Both sophomore transfers.
William will practice that.
Yeah, we need to practice the enunciation and do it all phonetically.
Edley was a little easier, but we'll get it down.
We're working on that still. Yes, that's a week out. So the following week we've got the women's soccer GA actually representing women's soccer is GA Jake, and he's got the players going to be announced. So looking forward to have them on. I know they're kicking off their season pretty well. And then also we've got the second season of the Coach Darren Cheverini show. It's going to be recorded live here at Emery's Grill on Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. And our next recording is going to be September the 3rd here with Ori the Voice Phillips, Captain Morgan, and DJ Sean Solo. You'll be able to listen to that show Friday on Lakes Country 102.1 prior to Keys football and during the Riverhawks football pregame. In addition, you can watch the full edition on the Rogue Radio Network channel on YouTube.
Now we got the formalities out of the way.
Here we go. Good times.
So tonight's show features the return of the number one most downloaded episode at 177 and the third at 91, just behind women's golf at 117.
Oh, so I got knocked out.
You got knocked out. So NSU women's tennis head coach Tim McLane. William, tell us who else is joining Coach Tim here.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought we were going to throw him. Yeah. So we've got freshman Cammy here with us. I'm sorry, freshman Daisy with us, and sophomore Cammy with us, and Tim's assistant coach Anais with us as well. So looking forward to Tim having an assistant coach this year. Very excited about that. I know it's with the growing program as well. So we got a lot to talk about tonight. So let's just dive right in, Sean.
Let's go.
Oh, I'm sorry. Actually, that was on me there. So, actually, as we dive right in, so this year on the women's side, you've got a kind of a new team all the way around. So just kind of tell me about what you're looking at with the depth here and what you brought in.
So we've got 4 returners. Of those, I think 2 of them were January freshmen last year. So Cammy was one of those, along with Annika, who was on the podcast last year. And I think when I sat here in the spring when we did our episode, I said last year's team was the youngest and most inexperienced women's team I'd ever have.
Yeah.
So I one-upped myself, so we're even younger and even less experienced this year. But I do think we've got a pretty high ceiling, so that kind of boils down to our job as coaches, making sure we're developing them, getting them ready for the spring season, and we did our best to really get all 8 here in place so we didn't have to bring in someone in January. That becomes now like a luxury for us if we find someone who's a good fit to add. But we've got all 8 here solid, ready to go. We had our first kind of out-of-season hitting session on Friday, so everybody's kind of getting used to everything. We'll start our full in-season practice this Thursday coming up because our first tournament of the fall that we host is actually going to be September 5th, so we don't have a lot of time to get ready for that. So we're kind of throwing them right in the fire this year.
Well, so you're kind of actually on the front end of it. You're still figuring a lot out right now. You don't really have.
Yeah, I mean, very new. So Sophia, who's been on here a couple times with me, she's our only junior. We don't have any seniors. Like I said, we've got 4 sophomores. 2 of them were only in January, so they've only played 1 semester. And then we brought in Renata, who transferred in from North Georgia, who was very good, top 10 all year last year at North Georgia. So we brought her in to help give us a little depth. But she only came in January as well, so she's only played 1 semester. We got 3 freshmen. So the baby Lady Riverhawks this year, for sure. So we'll see. Again, it's exciting because everything is so new. There's a lot of unknowns with that. And so really, that's our job as coaches. We got to get them better. They're here. I think everybody's got a pretty high ceiling, developmentally speaking. So it's how fast we can get them ready.
Is this the youngest team you've ever had as far as your coaching career?
Yeah, probably. I've been doing, I think this is my 12th season doing this now, so I'd have to really go back and kind of look through, but I'd be hard-pressed to find any other roster I've had, men or women, that's been this young.
So this is going to be a hell of a year for Coach Tim. So he's got the youngest baby team for the ladies, and then you're going to have the guys team as well.
And we'll talk about this next week, but they're every bit as young.
But you can mold them into your...
so it's really exciting, especially like looking out long-term, a couple years down the road. Like we'll be competitive this year within the conference, both teams, and obviously our goal is always to make the conference tournament. So, minimum top 6 for the women, top 8 for the men. We're hoping maybe the women go back to top 8 as well. So, really, we'll be competitive this year, and we can compete with all the teams in the conference. But, me as a coach looking long-term for the program, next year and the year after, as long as we can keep everybody healthy, keep everybody together, that's what I start really getting excited about because now we have everybody training together, full-time, developing together, playing, just all that team chemistry where hopefully we're not having a lot of turnover, which, today in college athletics and any sport is an issue everywhere. So, I'm very excited what can happen if we can keep everybody together.
With the addition of adding the men's on, and then with your new, you've actually got some help this year as well. So can we kind of just dive into that for just a second with the help that you brought on? I know you're adding men's tennis, but you also have
right. So we had 1 program and we had 1 assistant coach position, and when I've been on here in the past, it's been basically a one-man show for everything. Mm-hmm. So all recruiting, all scheduling, booking, hotels, stringing rackets, individual work, practice. That was all me and Coach Bo taking care of the weight room for us. So now we bring in Anais now. She was someone who I've obviously coached against her for a few years. She won a championship at Missouri Western. The whole time she was there, we couldn't beat them, so I figured, why the hell not? Like, bring her in. Like, she knows how to beat us. She probably knows how to beat most of the other teams. So we brought her in, and she's doing a great job so far. Been very, very proactive with everything, really getting in touch. She even ran her first conditioning workout today as a coach. So, she's hit the ground running so far.
Well, give us your, your journey from, Spain to college tennis to, Mo West, and now coming into coaching. Is coaching something you always thought about doing, or just kind of fall in your lap?
So first of all, I didn't want to come to the United States at all. I just wanted finish high school and play tournaments in Spain. And then my parents bring up the idea what if you go to the United States and play in college, and you're playing tennis and study at the same time. And I was like, okay, let's try it. So I tried my first year and I love it. So I was like, I'm just gonna keep going. So I played my 4 years. And I was super happy. And when I graduated, I literally cried so much because I didn't want to get it over. So I was like, okay, what's now? What I'm doing now. So I was looking for schools like GA, and then I contacted Tim, and I was like, yeah, I know the program. I played against them so many times. So I was like, it's an environment that I really know. So that's why I actually was super excited to come here and be in this environment and with the team and all that. So
yeah,
it's great.
And just. Tim, from just playing against her, is that how you knew about her, or do you know about her?
Yeah, so, when you play someone think probably 4 or 5 times over 3 years. One during regular season, one in the tournament. Like, you get to know somebody pretty well. And she was a mainstay in the middle and top half of their lineup the whole time. And, her coach Alejandro up there, I like him. He's a really good dude, runs things the right way. So I knew that she was coming from a program that did things what I would consider the right way. And so it was a pretty natural fit, and he vouched for her huge, and so, again, like, she knows the conference, she knows the other coaches, the team, she knows the level we play, she knows what it takes to win. That year they won. They also won the regional, so they were in the Sweet 16 in Orlando, which is, that's the goal for all of us in the MIAA. So, it's a pretty natural fit from that standpoint.
So what are Anais, what are some of the things that when you're going to school there, that you're going to bring those things as an assistant coach here to NSU? What are some of those things that you're looking at doing?
It's like a different perspective because I was a player and now I'm a coach. So you gotta have that mindset and be like, okay, now I have to. I need some leadership now. So, for example, when I talked to him, I was like, I think the energy in a team is really important. So we had that really good energy in Missouri. So I was like, I need to bring that and teach that culture to the team. So I think that's the main point, I would say. Yeah.
Very good. Now let's talk about you got some courts redone this year.
We did, and I'm glad you bring that up because I definitely owe a shout out to a few people around campus who helped us get that done. So, number one is the boss man, John Sizemore, our AD here. He works his ass off every day, man, and he was really gung ho in helping us get that. Sorry, works his tail off. Just in case there's any wee children out there, but no, he really does, man. He works that hard for everybody, and so he was very instrumental in helping us get that done. And it was something we knew we had to get done with the men coming in because we're running all 8 courts at a time now. Whether it's practice, we'll have some matches where both teams play at the same time. There might be a little bit of overlap. And, last year, we basically, at the end of the year, we only had 6 courts of our 8 that were even playable. There was 2 we just couldn't play on because they needed to be fixed. And we were about to lose a third one, so that would have really complicated things even with just one team. So he was massively instrumental in helping us get that done. And there's a few people around campus, obviously our entire athletics administration, Megan, Dawn, Ori, Fletch, all those people helped get this done. And but we also owe a big shout out to Dr. Hanley and the cabinet and the Russo board actually too. Without them approving these things, that just doesn't happen. And so they saw the need for it. They figured out a way for us to get it done. And now we've got 8 fresh courts. They look great. We had Cannon and his guys over at CV Incorporated over in Arkansas who have done other facilities like Tulsa. If you've ever been to Tulsa, their facility's one of the best in the entire country. They did that whole facility for them. So we got guys coming in that were doing high-quality work elsewhere. And, we've got 8 courts ready to roll. So we've got our tournament coming up. We'll have all 8 courts rocking during that. Pretty exciting time to have that done. And, it just kind of reinvigorates everybody, especially me.
Well, one last question, and we'll get into some fun stuff. But, again, I'm going to go to Anais. So from a player who's now seen Division I and Division II, what's the biggest coachable separator that you've noticed in recruits? And this will go to Tim as well, I guess. Both of y'all can answer.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I think if anybody who's been following kind of what's been happening in athletics as a large bubble picture, it's a lot different now even than when I played. I'm 38, and when I played, it was a lot different than it is now. So now, we've got things where all these things that are happening at the Division I level are trickling down to us at the D2 level, whether that's good or bad. And so also the athletes have changed a little bit, and you probably hear this for a variety of sports, but, recruiting's not the same as it was when I was. I just wanted to play. That's all I was. And now, so nowadays there's a lot of things like it's playing time. It's how active is the Instagram account. Some of these things factor in whether I like it or not.
Sure.
And so, it's even been a learning curve for me, learning how to adapt to these younger players who are coming up, learning how to recruit them. But, the biggest thing for us always here is, can you play the level we need in the MIAA? Does the budget fit? Do you have good grades? Do I think you'll be a good teammate? And so that's kind of our base for everybody. So, it's probably a little bit different from her going from the player side of things now. I've been doing this for a long enough time now that it's just kind of second nature to me when I have these conversations with recruits. I know what I'm looking for. I know what questions I want to ask. I know how I want them to answer. And so she could probably tell you a little bit more. It's her first foray. I think she's just kind of listened in on one call with me so far. So she's kind of, I'm sending her the videos and stuff to watch and getting her take on it. So it's again, she's only been here 2-3 weeks and she's just right into it.
So from your standpoint, being just removed from a player, it's like you almost have an inside track against the other players in the conference. Like it's almost like inside information.
A little bit, yeah. I mean, because she's only last season she didn't play obviously because she was in between, but there's still a lot of people in the conference that she competed against at various schools. So.
Well, all right.
Yeah, like I don't have that much experience, how you say, like recruiting because I've been here for like 3 weeks. But it's like I feel like a lot of people is coming now like to play tennis. Like there's like a bunch of like more people trying to like go to college, at least from Spain. Because when I started, like I didn't see that many people like coming here, but now like I see like a bunch of like everyday videos. Like hey, I wanna like go to college. Like so I think that's good, and it's like we have like more like opening book to like choose like what place we want, like the budget they have. So it's cool. Like I'm learning. So like.
And we've talked about this before in the other shows, is the recruiting and how international it is, and it's crazy that we get the international players to come to Tahlequah, Oklahoma, and like you said, more players are wanting to experience that, I guess, and more opportunities.
Yeah, and that's something that has been always for us in tennis. We're just used to it. It's been that way for 60 years, whatever, however long, like if you go back through all the record books, even at the top D1 programs, it's full of internationals, and that to me that's exciting because it makes everybody have to be better. It's not a small pool that we recruit from. We recruit everybody. I recruit Oklahoma, Texas, Florida, Washington, Montana, Spain, South Africa, Venezuela. I don't care where they come from. So, again, I want people who can play level and be a good teammate and do the things off the court that we want them to do.
And just to let you know, the podcast is worldwide. We have listeners in Europe, South Africa, Asia, and Australia, I think is.
You're welcome.
Yes. That's why,
kind of a big deal. SportsNest is worldwide.
But hey, before we move on to the fun part here, I got one more question. Because if you look on GoRiverHawksGo.com, you can see the coaches for the team here. And I know there's a special coach on there, and I don't know if he's been introduced to everybody, but Spanky Smith, who is the moral support specialist.
That's right.
So tell me about Spanky, because I got to visit Spanky yesterday.
So before that, I do have to give a shout out. Last year, Mark Nelson was our volunteer assistant coach, and he had been a longtime supporter of the program here, and he had retired from teaching and was helping us out in a voluntary capacity. So first of all, thank you to him for last year. He retired again this year. He told me last week he's retiring again. Now that I have a GA, he's out. So, but yeah, Spanky Smith. So when the love of my life right over there and Andy, when we started dating, she had Spanky, and I knew Spanky. We had been friends and stuff before we started dating, so I knew Spanky, and he's since bringing on the team, the girls all loved hanging out with him, and he likes to go to the courts and just sit in his wagon. He's got a little wagon he sits in. He doesn't care about the tennis balls, could care less about tennis balls.
So he's not going to jump out and chase
No,
them
he's
down.
not going anywhere. He's there to observe and support morally. But yeah, so I think there was one last fall tournament we hosted, and he came out on I was just kind of jokingly was like, hey, buddy, you want to come out on the court? And he walked right out on the court, got in the middle of the team huddle, put his hand in for the breakdown and everything. And I was like, well, we might as well have someone on staff who everybody likes to be around. Well, there he is, moral support specialist.
Yeah, and a good recruiting bullet point there as well. So.
Absolutely.
All right, so we're going to break the ice here before we go to break. This is always let you guys relax a little bit when we get to know you a little bit better, but this is called the Sean Solo Trilogy. You get 3 questions. It's not Star Wars related, so don't freak out or anything like that, but we get to know you a little bit better. So this is all for all 3 of you. Question 1, what is on your game day playlist?
And
What band artist are you listening to before we play?
Yeah, like what's your hype music or something like that?
I like Bad Bunny. Coaches love Bad Bunny too.
I don't have anything against Bad Bunny personally, but if I'm gonna listen to like reggaeton style music, he ain't the one. But they all like him, so
Yeah.
I I bend a little bit there.
As a DJ, I get that request a lot.
I'm
Holding
sure.
up the phone, I'm going,
sure.
oh, no, okay, bad money. All right, how about you?
A bit of Oasis, definitely. Yeah.
Go figure. From the
Back on tour.
Yeah, back on tour.
I know. They're in London.
Yeah.
I play like reggaeton, like I like Bad Bunny a lot. So.
Yeah.
Like
Damn.
Raúl Alejandro, like the Latin artist.
Yeah.
Yeah, something
Okay.
to like pump it up.
I got a new one to add. Last year when you asked us this, I was jamming out to Cold Rain at the time, one of my favorite Japanese rock bands. Great band. I got a new one for when I'm in the gym. This has been they just put an album out a few months ago. Brand new band called Sleep Theory.
Sleep
Great.
Theory.
Fantastic. I've listened to that album like 5 times through already.
All right, there you
So
go,
that's-
listeners.
that's
Check it
the jam.
out.
Yeah.
All right, question 2. What is your ultimate dream vacation?
I want to go to Bali.
Bali? Okay.
Yeah.
Hawaii.
Hawaii.
I would say Hawaii.
Daisy and I say Hawaii. Okay.
Now, for me, it's like an all-inclusive in the Caribbean somewhere, maybe like Grand Cayman.
Yeah.
I don't want to.
All-inclusive is the way to go.
When I get there, I don't want to have to leave and find dinner. I want to go to swim up part of the pool. Like.
Oh, yeah.
I want to.
No, I'm right there with you.
3-4 days, chill.
Anytime we
Yeah.
go to Mexico or the Caribbean, that's
Yeah,
exactly the way to go.
Absolutely.
All right. Question 3. What's your first choice when scrolling to watch TV? Are you watching true crime, documentary, comedy, or a TV series?
I love everything like series. I love them. I like comedy series.
Yeah.
Have you watched Modern Family?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a
I
big
think
one.
it's
Yeah.
my favorite show ever. I watch it like whenever I'm like, oh, I don't know what to watch.
Okay, the Modern Family is the
Yeah,
go-to, huh?
I love it.
Who's your favorite character on there?
I think Cameron.
Yeah, he's good.
TV series, definitely.
TV series? Any particular one?
I like Friends. Friends.
Of course. Still a mainstay.
Hey, with throwbacks here on.
I know, right? I like it.
I like documentary stuff, like criminal stuff.
Yeah.
Criminal justice and all that.
I've gotten the same kick, and Netflix has got them all.
Yeah.
Anytime you
Like,
got
I watch all
anything.
of them.
Yeah.
Well, for me, I'll dabble in the crime documentaries, but I get mad because some of the people are so like.
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
Right.
But no, honestly, for me, like I'm still old school. Like I got YouTube TV. I don't have cable, but I got YouTube TV. So I'm still like, if it's wrestling or football or like Food Network,
Sure,
like,
yeah.
that's kind of my 3 like rotate. I could watch or I could put Ghost Adventures on and watch that all day. Guys Grocery Games, just put it on the TV and leave it.
Well, sometimes for me, it's just like I don't want to watch commercials and that kind of thing.
Yeah,
I'm like
yeah.
going,
Yeah.
I just need straight entertainment. Well, all right. Well, the end of segment 1. Let's take a quick break and have a word from our sponsors. You are listening to the Riverhawk SportsNest podcast. Hey, this is Sean Solo. Are you in need of a professional DJ with over 20 years experience? Look no further than DJ Sean Solo Entertainment. I can help make your special event exciting and memorable for you and your guests. For information and booking, please contact DJ Sean Solo 72 on Facebook or Instagram. And as always, may the beats be with you.
This is Captain Morgan from the Riverhawk Sports Nest. If you're launching a startup or need help dialing in your sales and marketing, you need Precision Consulting. We help businesses grow with real strategies that get results. No fluff, just precision. Reach out directly to Riverhawk Sports Nest on Facebook or Instagram for a free consultation. Ask for the captain.
All right, welcome back. This is segment 2 here of the Riverhawk SportsNest podcast. I'm Sean Solo.
And I'm Captain Morgan.
So I'm going to turn over to the new revamped segment. Y'all out in the crowd, if you didn't hear this last week, please pay attention.
It's something.
This is very, very entertaining.
But now he's got a lot to.
Captain has stepped up his game.
I don't know. Don't set the expectations so high. So, hey.
Okay.
Yeah.
It'll be a crappy segment, don't worry.
There we go. Which is Walk the Plank with Captain Morgan. All right, you scallywags. Welcome aboard the USS Riverhawk Sports Nest, where the seas be rough and the questions be tougher. This here's the part of the show where we call Walk the Plank. Coaches and players, here's how it works. I'll be asking you a question to test your knowledge. If you get it right, you stay aboard with the crew and you earn a shot at the treasure map in a round we call X marks the treasure. But if you get it wrong, oh no, matey, over the side you go. That means you'll be taking a dip in the deep blue and facing a sink or swim question and see if you can claw your way back aboard this fine ship. So steady yourself. Are you ready to walk the plank? Well, thank you. All right, here we go. This is going to be an NSU basic question here. So, which NSU building is home to the largest bell tower on campus?
Seminary Hall.
Bing. Very nice. Stay aboard. Yes, you get to stay aboard. Yes. Oh, very good. Y'all agree, right?
Yeah.
Yes, it could be a team effort.
So
I don't know if I could have got that first time.
Well, I know that it's since you're new to the campus. I know that you've been here a year, but it might be something that's it's kind of neat here for that area. So you've been here a minute. Daisy, have you even heard of it yet? Seminary Hall?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. There we go. All right. So that means you get to stay aboard. Now we're gonna go to X marks the treasure. This one's gonna be a little bit different here. You see those?
I see him, yeah.
I'm going to go with the first one. I've got a couple here, but Wimbledon is the only slam played on grass. But what surface do they use at the U.S. Open?
Hardcore.
Hardcore.
Yeah.
Hardcore.
Daisy nailed it. Congratulations.
Now we can get super specific with this because there's various kinds of hardcore that you can use.
Oh, okay.
I think they're still rolling with the turf deco at the U.S. Open. I'm not totally sure.
Okay.
But yeah, we can get pretty wild.
Turf deco?
Oh, we can get real. That's, like our courts, we had to choose which exact hardcourt surface you put in. So there are a variety of surfaces. So U.S. Open's a little different from the Australian Open. Some of the other bigger tournaments throughout the year, they don't have the same hardcourt surface. Some are faster, some are slower. So you could have gotten with a trick question.
Well, hey, I kept a little bit there.
Don't
Everybody's happy.
Don't tell anybody. We'll get the guys next week.
Maybe next
It's
time.
been
Yeah,
an
next week.
educational
Yeah.
portion of Walk the Plank.
Yes, and that, me shipmate, concludes our Walk the Plank challenge. Stay tuned, because the adventure ain't over yet. We got plenty more tales, trivia, and treasures to uncover right here on the Riverhawk SportsNest.
I love it.
Yeah, I'm proud of him. He's really
We
revamped.
just need to get him like a bandana, grow the beard out,
More than
We just
the
need to get you
captain's
like
hat.
a pirate. Well, I mean, that's captain's hat, but we need
We
a.
gotta get a parrot for the shoulder.
Hey, I'd go with the parrot. I'm down with that. All right, Sean, kick him off.
All right, well, let's go question for both of y'all. So now that you're on campus now.
Let's make sure we got him introduced first here.
Okay, yeah, introduced. Okay.
Yeah, so we have sophomore, Cammy.
Say hi, Cammy.
Hi.
And where are you from? You can tell us where you're from.
I'm from Caracas, Venezuela.
Okay.
And yeah, I arrived here in January, and I was like shocked about how crazy it is because I've never been like in a cold weather. Like I've always lived.
That's true.
I always lived in a hot weather. Like yeah.
Yeah, Venezuela.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty hot, and then we moved to Miami. I think it's kind of hotter. So coming here.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, coming here was kind of a shock of that, but now I love this weather. I love the hot, so I'm so happy. I don't want it to come cold again. But
Me either. I was hating today.
All right, Miss Daisy, introduce yourself.
So I'm from a small town called Eastbourne, England. That is the opposite of Cammy's. It's freezing all the time, so coming here, I felt like I was being boiled alive during every training, every practice we've had.
Not used to the weather yet?
I'm getting there.
Are you getting
Yeah, yeah.
So where's your town? It's in Essex, is that right?
It's just south of Essex.
South of
So I
Essex.
live right on the coast, so I'm a 2-minute drive away from the sea.
Oh, nice.
Not bad.
Not bad at all. All right. So, again, this is going to go back to both of y'all. So what class on campus has surprised you? And, what are you all studying right now?
okay, so it's kind of all over the place because first, when I got here, I wanted to study computer science. So I was in that. But in the first semester, I didn't take any classes towards the major, so it was okay. So I could choose. So then when I came back, I was like, no, I don't want to do computer science because it's too boring. Like, I want to do something fun.
Something challenging.
Yeah. But then I was like, I'm going to study mechanical engineering because I always wanted to study something hard. Like, I don't know. I want to study something that challenged me. But then I was like in the second class and people were saying like how much they love machines and everything. I was like, yeah. So after that class, I went running to the advisor and I changed again to computer science.
What about you, Daisy?
I'm studying psychology. I'm not like Cammy. I'm sticking with what I chose in the first place. She walks into lunch and goes, I've dropped all my classes. I've got 4 new classes.
So you're stuck. You've already committed in, so you're good to go.
I've committed.
Well, I'll kind of stay on that. But so y'all haven't had a lot of practices just yet, right?
No.
Not so much. So up to this point, as far as the point we just shared right here, kind of figuring out your classes, what's been the funniest moment the funniest moment or the funnest moment you've had as far as moving in or in a class that you've had just far or with your teammates? Is there something you can share? I see you're both laughing. So, Daisy, you're laughing first. Yeah, Daisy, go first.
We had practice, well, we went and a few of us went to the courts and had a practice. And I played a couple points against Cammy and I hit a body serve and she fell over. And
Okay.
legs up in the air. Laying on the floor. And we turned to her and we go, Cammy, are you okay? And spread out, she goes, not really.
But I was okay, guys. Don't worry.
No preseason injury or anything like that.
No, please no.
No.
No more. I'm tired of those.
Oh, just ego hurt a little bit. That's funny. That's funny. So kind of speaking of playing, then, if each one of you could describe your playing style in 1 or 2 or 3 words.
Very aggressive and fast.
Aggressive and fast. Daisy says aggressive and fast.
I like to serve and then go to the net sometimes. Yeah, I think sometimes aggressive, but sometimes like more to the baseline. Like,
Because you would consider if you're rushing the net, that's going to be a more aggressive player.
Yeah, anything inside the baseline is usually an aggressive style shot. So, especially coming to the net rush, you can serve a volley and do it from the baseline and get forward, any of that stuff.
Is there any particular player currently or in the past that y'all kind of look up to or pattern your style after or kind of thing?
Petra Kopetova. Like a 6-foot lefty. So I've kind of mimicked my game of her. Big serve, big forehand, good volleys.
Okay.
That's a good answer because that's kind of a deep cut for the tennis fans out there.
Okay.
I don't know, I feel like I like to get something out of everyone. Like, I see like, oh, I like that, so I want to try that. My role model has always been Rafael Nadal. Like, I love him, and I love how much spin he gives to the ball, so I like to do that too.
See, this is all educational for us too because I never played tennis. Obviously you watch the big tournaments and everything like that, but to get like a little inside information kind of thing to understand a little bit better.
Well, we got the U.S. Open going on right now too, so that's ESPN every night. We started off. The Americans had a good day yesterday. Ben Shelton picked up a good win. I think Fritz did too. I don't know who we've got tonight. Opelka's playing Alcaraz in the night match tonight, so that'll be a good one to watch. If you want to see a guy who plays aggressive, Opelka's the one.
Yeah.
It's like 1 ball and done, 2 balls and done. That's it. So that's how I used to play. So I love that stuff.
All right, Cammy and Daisy. So whenever you're getting ready to start playing, you got a tournament coming up. So what are some of the game day rituals that you go through? Do you have any superstitions? The certain music you listen to? Do you put your socks on the right way? Do you is there something specific that you do for game day superstitions?
It's not really like that. Every time I go into the court, I always go with the right foot. I think it's good luck.
Okay, walk on the court with the right foot.
Yeah, and if I go with the left foot, I go back again.
Okay, reset.
Like before you even step on the court or when you actually like cross the
stepping
line
into
or
the
something?
Court,
Stepping into the court. Okay.
Good.
I'll race my opponent to the court so I can sit on the left-hand side of the net. I always go on the left. I go on the left of my doubles partner, and I'll go on the left side of the net.
How about you? What was yours when you were playing?
I have to use the same towel.
The same towel?
The 4 years I play the same towel every time.
Did you wash it?
Yeah.
I watch it.
Okay.
Does that get kind of grody after a couple?
I think it might walk by itself after.
I know, right?
You can't ask me because I got a bunch of them that the girls always end up picking up on them halfway through the year.
Yeah.
And I got 3 or 4 that are.
Still as a coach, too.
I can't give them away because I don't want any other teams knowing my
Oh, yeah.
weaknesses. I don't want them like messing up with the order of things. So
Yeah.
we'll keep that close to the vest for now.
Well, okay, let's see here. Well, we got some more fun questions. So, what's this is to Cami. What's one of the traditional like Venezuelan foods that you miss?
I have a few.
Yeah.
I love arepas. Have you heard about it? I think it's the most famous one. It's like a
What's it called?
arepa.
Okay.
Oh, so good.
Yeah, they're so good. Like you can. Colombians say that are theirs, but they're not. They're Venezuelan.
Don't let
Go
Lucho
girl.
know.
Yeah.
You go, girl.
Yeah, they're lying if they tell you that. But you can fill them up with whatever you want, like cheese, ham. I love one that's called Reina Pepiada. That's with avocado and chicken and mayo. It's so good. I also have one that's cachapa. That's my favorite. That's like kind of sweet but salty. It has like a soft cheese in the middle. It's so good.
I should have eaten dinner beforehand.
no.
So now I'm getting hungry.
Hey, arepas are no joke. Those things
Yeah.
are like it's like a soft pocket with like cheese and meat in it.
Oh my
it's-
God! Yes.
it-
I got a friend that his wife was from Venezuela. And her family was up here, and when I go there and eat, oh my goodness. Yes, I can't say half the word you're saying, but the things you're saying, what they were saying, and what I was eating, like papapilla or whatever. I'm like, yes, that was it. I'm in, 100%. So that was whenever I saw that question, I'm like, yes, I want to know because that's the food down there. Is just it's so much different than like just people when they say like Mexican food because it's Venezuelan food.
Yeah.
So it's definitely a difference there, and it's
Yeah, it's very different. I feel like people, not everyone, but most people that I've met here, like, I tell them, like, I'm from Minnesota. It's like, oh, that's Mexico. And I'm like,
Oh my gosh. No.
not
no.
really.
Not quite.
No.
Yeah.
not at all. No.
What about you, Daisy? What kind of traditional stuff over in England? 'Cause I know you guys have a few things that are the same, but then you got some different stuff.
I'd say the pastries from England, whether they're mainly savoury.
Okay.
Americans like sweet pastries, but are like steak bakes, chicken bakes, sausage rolls, stuff like that.
Okay.
So is that to mean like a meat pie that we would have here?
That's a pie. That's got a different
Oh,
crust.
pardon me.
Yeah.
Apologies.
It's a pie. Pastries like puff pastry,
Okay.
flaky with different meats, different
So
sauces.
yeah, okay, I got it.
Yeah.
I can get
the
down with
best
that.
one. Yeah.
What about the biscuits? Because everybody, obviously watched Ted Lasso, and he would bring the biscuits. So what are those, like shortbread, or what are those?
Shortbread. Shortbread's the best biscuits.
Okay.
I actually ran across someone like recreated the Ted Lasso biscuit recipe a few months ago. I saw that randomly. I forgot to write it down. I hate it. But I was gonna like make them.
That would have been good.
What about you from stuff from Spain?
Oof, a lot of things. Spanish omelette.
Spanish omelet.
Yeah, it's not like the typical omelette that you eat here. It's like eggs and potatoes.
Okay.
It's like thick. It's really good. Yeah. Or paella. Probably people know paella. It's like rice, veggies, chicken. You can put like seafood on it. Really good.
Yeah, we need to wrap this up.
Yeah.
I need to get some dinner.
Well, I'm going to go back to a little bit of the academic stuff. I know, Daisy, you said that you were going to school for psychology, right? So, and then I think Cammy had said you were kind of switching some classes around there. So, like, what are you looking at? What are you looking to focus at now here academically from NSU? Daisy, go ahead.
I want to focus on getting the major in psychology. I want to make sure that I'm in a position afterwards to follow through, get masters on it, and then possibly pursue that in the future. Within the police is what I want to look into.
Is there a certain field in psychology that you're looking at, or
Criminal psychology, so working within prisons.
Yeah, so she'll be the one on.
she'll be on the one that's true
podcast.
crime? Yeah, she'll be.
Mike, are you going to stay in the States, or are you looking to go back home?
I'm going to see how it is.
Just see how it
Happens
is.
after 4 years.
Okay.
Might go home, might stay here.
Exciting.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Nice.
I want to complete the bachelor's in computer science if I like it.
Who knows?
Well,
There's so many
yeah.
majors you can keep switching to.
Right.
Yeah, maybe,
Next semester we'll see what we'll get an update.
Yeah,
Nothing
but
wrong with that.
I want to do something that I enjoy, so I don't want to but I want to stay here, United States. But who knows if Venezuela gets better, in the future. I would like to live there and here, in the both places.
Oh,
Yeah, I
dual,
mean, don't we
dual,
all?
yeah, little
Yeah.
dual citizenship there.
Yeah,
How about have you ever thought about coaching or anything like that?
I enjoy it. I feel like sometimes when I was in Venezuela, when the little kids needed help, I think it's pretty fun.
Yeah.
And to tell them something and them doing it correctly, improving, I think that's very satisfactory.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like you're giving back kind of thing.
So it's so rewarding watching them kind of grow up.
That's a big thing in our sport too. Is they all kind of grow up training at academies or clubs or whatever, and so a very typical thing that a lot of college tennis players do their whole summer is I teach at camps, and there will be other college players working, so they get to train with them during the summer and stuff. And there's also a lot of camps here in the U.S. that a lot of them will work. I know in the past we've had a lot of the girls on the team have gone and worked camps. The Northeast is a big one. There's a lot of camps there. Most P4 schools run a big camp, so it's something that all of my players in the past have always been involved in coaching younger kids and kind of giving back and kind of doing those camps and outreach and things. So it's something that in tennis we've been doing for a long, long time.
When did you all start playing tennis? How young were y'all? Or what's a typical age that y'all start?
I was 5.
5?
Yeah.
I got put in a kids club when I was 3, but they didn't notice I was left-handed until I was 6.
That's a problem.
So I started playing properly when I was 6.
You going back and forth kind of thing?
Playing with my right hand. They thought I was really bad, but it's much left-handed.
How about you?
I was 10.
10?
Late.
You're a late bloomer, huh?
Yeah, I know.
Me too.
Yeah, you.
All right, I mean,
I think we probably asked you this before, but
I don't. We might have, but I think I kind of loosely started playing. I was more recreational until I got older, so I probably started 8, 9, 10, somewhere in there. But I didn't really focus full time on tennis until I was 16. I was playing baseball when I was younger, and then I switched to playing football. So I would do, football season. I'd be doing football, and then when that ended, I'd go to tennis and play. And then so really kind of very early in my junior year, I think it was actually right before fall camp for football. I kind of decided I love both sports, but my goal at the time was to play Division I, and there's a lot more possible for me to do that in tennis than it was in football at the time. So
Right.
so I mean that's probably a rarity nowadays for sure. But I always spent time playing, but I didn't really focus until later.
right.
I was going to go back to actually the style of play that y'all play, or anything that you might have worked on this off season that you were looking to improve on individually. Cami, anything you were working on this off season?
Yeah, I worked a lot on my backhand because last semester, I think my backhand is really good, but when I get some kind of nervousy, so I practice that a lot, and volleys too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Upping my first serve percentage and finishing forehand, so the 1-2 pattern within the court. Make the point short and sharp.
Now, whenever y'all are hitting, we've been to a few matches, and there's some people when they're hitting, they're pretty vocal.
Oh, yeah.
Are y'all vocal when you're making hard contact?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Is that just a natural thing, or are you trying to intimidate the other person?
I think both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Completely natural. When I hit the ball, I'll be loud after the point to annoy my opponent. But during the point, it's accidental.
After the point.
Well, not toward your opponent, because that would be against the code of conduct.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Towards the bench, towards our bench.
Right.
Oh, good stuff there. Coach, did you have anything you really want to talk about?
Well, I think just our upcoming events for the fall. When I've been on here in the past, we've talked. So I think us and golf are still the two sports in NCAA that have a split season. They're a little more traditional split than we are in golf, but we compete in the fall, and everything we play in the fall, even though it's individual tournaments, it all counts towards our record and singles and doubles rankings in the spring. And so it's important for us to have a good fall, because if you have a good enough fall individually, when we do the preseason rankings and everything, and then when the computers come out later in February, that all goes into your team ranking as well. So, if we show up at, we have played really well here at home to start, and then we show up at regionals and do well there, that's if we have a few people in the quarterfinals, like that's a way to get ranked preseason top 25. So that starts here. The women are at home September 5th and 6th. We're hosting the 5th annual Rumble by the River. So 5 years, we've hosted it every fall since I've been here. We've got some really good regional competition coming in for that this year. I think so far we've got the team out west. We've got southeastern Oklahoma. We've got Ouachita Baptist, and we have Fort Smith coming in for that. So it's a pretty loaded field. 2 conference teams, 2 regional teams for us. So it's going to be straight away, big competition. Then the men will host the next weekend after that. Then the weekend after that, we take the women to regionals over in Edmond. So, anybody who's in Tulsa, Oklahoma City area, a short drive over to Edmond, they've got a beautiful public facility there that we use every year. They've got 24 courts, and, especially the first day of the tournament, all 24 courts will have matches on them all day long. So, and that's, we've talked about how brutal the MIAA and this region is for tennis, how good it is here. So that, like, if you get to the third day of that, whether it's in the main draw or in the consolation, you've really put in some work, and Anais will be the first one to tell you that. And then the next weekend, the guys go to regionals up in Topeka. So we've got, home, regionals. So coach gets no days off this September. So I'll have to figure out. I got to squeeze in my Bucks games and my college football somehow. So we got.
And your music bingo.
Yeah, music bingo. I love music bingo.
Yeah, right.
Every Thursday. Well, every other Thursday. Yes. I love music. We took a nice last time.
I know. Did you have fun, right?
Yeah.
She almost won twice. Twice she almost won. She was one spot away.
Close to me, and then someone got bingo.
It's always fun energy for sure.
Yeah. But Anais, did you have anything you wanted to say?
No, I'm just excited to see how the season goes. Like how he said, fall is really important because it builds you like as an individual. Since you play for a team, but you play singles too. So I think it's really good to be that for that season that we have coming up. Let's see how that goes.
Well, welcome to Talco. Glad you're here. Absolutely.
Cami, Daisy, did you have any words to your friends and family back home?
Please watch this. Share it around. You can start.
Yeah, please.
Please, yeah.
No, but I say just thank you. That's it. And watch this.
Hi, everyone.
Well, another tennis episode in the book. Can't wait for next week to hear about the men's team.
We're trying to knock off our own #1 position on the podcast here, so we're going to make a big push with this one, and then maybe follow up next week with the guys.
Well,
hey, we got some good cuts today. We got some really good cuts. There's a couple of things that Daisy said, and also that Cammy said, and also when I was
yeah,
I was taking some notes there.
We might make some of those into some reels.
I want top 3 all tennis.
That'll be some good reels for sure.
Yeah, we'll get some good reels and post those for sure. All right, Captain, we did it.
Yeah.
Another episode. Good. This has been the Riverhawk SportsNest podcast. I'm Sean Solo.
And I'm Captain Morgan.
We'll see you next week. We are out.